What is going on, everybody? This is day 15 of me scaling an AI agency from zero to $100,000 in 2026. We're upcoming here on our first multi-five-figure month. I know it's coming. Basically, what I do here is I go through what I did today, and then I share some key insights. If you're an entrepreneur, if you're an aspiring business owner or current agency owner, to take away from on my journey in the trenches, building an AI agency from scratch. Let's jump right into it, share the screen and show you guys what we got done today. Super Bowl Sunday, it could be a distracting day. We ended up getting a lot done. You know what I love about Facebook ads is they work themselves. So it's day 15 in this challenge. We've been at this for probably about 30 days now. We initially started early 2026 with the agency, got our first client, and just for this series, we're at day 15. So we're still at 4K revenue, one client under the books, but we have 2 more calls that came in on the calendar. We have 4 calls this week within only 48 hours, maybe 50 hours of our ads running. So that's a very good sign. I mean, if we can book 2 calls a day, every day these ads are running, we're going to be busy and we are going to hit 20K, 30K, crazy numbers this month. Like we could be off the ground this month. So we'll see how that goes. The market's responding really, really well to what we got out there right now. And it's not even our best stuff. So what we did today is we finished both of the funnels for our client. It's a home theater vertical and also a golf simulator vertical. I finished both those, got the landers done, the calendars done, the forms done. Everything on that side of the boat is done. I did a deep strategy session today on future positioning. I did this with Claude directly in my own operating system. I was like, hey, these are some thoughts that I have that I want to kind of discuss with you from a future perspective. It already had all its context on me, what I'm running, and it was one of the greatest data set masterminds, I guess you could call it. I like to call it chatter minds because you're doing it with AI that I've had in a long time. Kind of did it as the Super Bowl was going, got some key gems out of it. Data insights from Claude, my favorite AI ever. I saw some cool Claude Super Bowl commercials, which was pretty cool. Like I said, we got 2 more calls that booked overnight, 4 total in less than 48 hours. And then we also did a little strategy game plan for next week. Didn't do anything too crazy. Spent a lot of time with family today for the Super Bowl and kind of just coasted a little bit. Did some learning, did some masterminding. Obviously, our heavy lift was the funnels. Like I said, we're going to be getting our first client launched. We definitely wanted to get him launched sooner, but he was a little slow on the process and the offer, like the time to fulfill on this offer is a lot more than what we intended on it being. Like we should have charged this guy 8K for the work that we're doing for him. But I mean, if we can prove the concept really well for this guy, first and foremost, I'm totally cool with it. So that's what we were able to do there. Pretty good day all in all, felt really good. I would say energy was probably still a 7 out of 10. I was up till like midnight last night on IG Live, just spitting flames. Follow me on IG at h2h.ethan. I go live pretty frequently, just talking about business, stuff that's going on in the world, different experiences. It's fun to chop it up. Day rating, I would say 10 out of 10, bro. Like we're moving with motion right now. Like just seeing those 2 calls come up when I woke up this morning, like, holy shit. That's what I love about Facebook ads, bro. It's like, I don't have to do cold outreach. I can just put Facebook ads up and then like leads just come to me on autopilot. It's like, why would you even account for cold outreach? Like, at least as a founder, I feel like you can't be doing cold outreach unless like you need that one client, and you can't pay for ads. Then I would do cold outreach, but cold outreach is just, in my opinion, really pointless. It depends on what offer you're running, but day rating 10 out of 10 in my eyes. Some key learnings, something that came up today in our mastermind is that info and mentorship is the future of education. Now, you're already seeing this with TatesUniversity.com. They bought the domain. That's probably one of the biggest info products that's actually lasted a while and has sustained its value that I've seen on the internet. I definitely want to start studying those guys because I know that they always upload a lot of new things. They're always bringing new coaches in. And like the network and the mastermind behind that whole group as a whole, the real world, is very big. So they have continuity built into their info product, which is really rare to see. So that's just a very interesting thing. And I think a lot of people are starting to realize, and this is what I think back in the day, like if I was able and in a position to buy a mentorship early on in my entrepreneurial career, I probably would have been way farther than what I am now. The reason people dislike info is because they've been scammed, right? They've gotten sold on the idea of somebody knowing how to do something that was going to be able to help them. And they ended up not being. It's kind of like a rug pull in crypto. Like they didn't know shit. They just printed money. Like they were just showing you a bunch of fake results. And like that, it just pains me to see all these people talking about course scamming and all that shit. It's like, bro, mentorship's never going to disappear. Mentors have been a thing since the dawn of time, right? You know what I mean? It's just scaled into something that's digital now. And I personally think anything that can be easily regurgitated by AI is not going to be scalable. And I wouldn't even consider it info. I think it's more like mentorship is the future of education. I mean, if you think about it, like you could technically learn everything you need to in a college probably from AI, at least 80% of it, right? So I believe education, they're either good like colleges and universities. I don't know what high school looks like, but colleges and university, they're going to have to make a major shift in how students learn. Or I think primarily mentorship and info products are going to be really pulling at that education crowd and starting to get people to dive into that. Because I was thinking about it, it's like, what better way than to pay somebody to learn a direct skill that can get you money ASAP? Like, it makes money. With college, it's like, I'm going to college to be an accountant, right? There's no guarantee I can get a job and I don't make money for 4 years. But if I bought a mentorship to start an AI agency, I could make money in 30 days, right? And I could make 50K a month in, a couple months, right? Like it's just mind boggling to me about like the opportunity that mentorship really brings. And you can pay 5K for a good mentorship, bro. Like less than worth of the price of college, less than a tenth, less than a 50th of the price of college. Like it's almost a no brainer to buy mentorship if you're somebody that but it's so frowned upon. Like people think it's a scam, pyramid scheme. Like it's just frowned upon, bro. So I just feel like people need to start realizing that info is the future. I thought it was going to die. I thought AI was going to commoditize it, and it will to a lot of the people that don't have brands behind them. But at the end of the day, what AI cannot replicate is experience, skin in the game. So that's where you have the edge. You have to be actually good at something to be successful in info and scale your mentorship. So if you guys want mentorship from me, I have a link in my YouTube bio. I will help you start and scale your agency from scratch with the exact systems, sales process, all the exact ads, literally everything we're doing. And I'll handhold your way to scaling to 5 figures a month with your AI agency. So book a call in there if you want to check it out. Also, your AI operating system is your unfair advantage. So as a lot of you guys know, I'm using Claude Code on a daily basis as my AI operating system. It's connected to GitHub, which is essentially in my eyes like a knowledge base. It's kind of like a Google Drive, right? Connected to Claude, and Claude reads it every time it interacts with me. And I'm seeing the benefit of it right now, being probably about a month to 2 months into actually operating this way. It's picked up on so much context on me, and it knows exactly what type of business I'm running. It knows exactly, what my skill sets are, what I'm doing on a day-to-day basis in business, what I'm good at, what I'm not good at. It knows so much. So when I communicate with it on a daily basis, it just gets better and better and better. And it gets more efficient every single day. And I think it's one of the biggest unfair advantage that you can have as an entrepreneur is using and installing an AI operating system. The best one that I know and I use is Claude Code, connecting it to GitHub and just interacting with it as if you would like ChatGPT or Gemini, and it would actually be able to store your insight and store your information. I have videos literally on this channel talking about it. It's the future, man. Like I said, I'm able to output so much more efficiently with a system like this. It's almost a no-brainer in my eyes to have an AI operating system. I think it's a big game changer. I think it's something that a lot of employees, literally anybody that's operating on this planet, should have an AI operating system native to them that knows about their role, their business, their life, how they work, what they're good at, what they're not good at, you know what I mean, what their interests are. And I built a reflection system in this to where I do morning reflections and evening reflections, and it stores those outputs and saves them day by day, automatically tracked. And then it also saves my evening outputs, my evening reflections. And it's referencing that. It's picking up on different things that I'm saying and what I don't like and what I do like and what makes a good day, what makes a bad day. Like it's absolutely insane. And now I have a giant database that's like, hey, it's already organized, it's already structured. I don't have to refeed things into Claude. If I want it to do something predictably, consistently, I just say, hey, what you just did here, I want you to turn this into a skill. I want you to turn this into a framework that you can follow repeatedly. So I don't have to prompt you and try to work with you to get this same quality of an output. Like it's the best AI operating system that I've found that's super easy to use. Like fuck Claudebot, bro. Let me just run this shit on Claude Code. You know what I mean? So install an AI operating system, bro. I can make a deeper breakdown on this. I definitely want to make a top of funnel YouTube video talking about this. I think it'd be really sweet. And then the agency is the proof engine, not the end game. So obviously the goal with this agency is I want to scale the fuck out of it. I want to systemize things with fulfillment, even at scale, maybe find like an equity play with software and kind of taking over some of maybe the CRM space for the blue collar world. What I realized in the mastermind that I did is we're not in an industry that's going to die out anytime soon. The blue collar field is going to be the last field to be automated. And a lot of these guys have no idea what the fuck AI is. They don't know what they're doing with AI. So we have a lot of time on our side to be able to get really good results for people and still help them implement solutions for their business. But if I was offering services to like white collar businesses, it's almost like blue collar businesses, you can still offer like marketing services, like agency more services. And white collar, you have to offer like implementation and consulting services. And that's kind of what I see the gap as right now. Like if I was going for a white collar niche, I would go broad AI audits, AI consulting, and then basically build the solution with them and charge a fucking high ticket ass price. Like you could be doing 50K deals with big, Fortune 1,000 companies, like big companies, right? So that's kind of how I see the game split up. And what I mean by the agency is the proof engine. It's basically the first piece of the puzzle. It feeds and fuels literally everything that we're doing, right? So me getting results with this agency, me and my co-founder seeing results, scaling this to multi 5 figures a month, hell, even 6 figures, like what I'm trying to do here on this video, that would be game changing for one, our proof. That would definitely be game changing for the info we're trying to run on the side to be able to help other entrepreneurs or aspiring entrepreneurs start their AI agency and get ahead of the curve. And it's also going to lead us into so many more equity plays and just overall growth down the line. Like this is the start, right? The agency is the start, and I'm proving it here on YouTube. Okay. I'm showing you literally every step of this process from the trenches, right? Like we're not shit yet. Like we got 4K, one client closed, but this upcoming week is going to be, I think, our breakthrough week right here. We got four calls. We're closing at least one of them on our 4K offer. So yeah, the agency is the proof, not the end game. I'm so excited for the future here, dude. It's going to be sick. We're moving, bro. We're moving so fast. And it's great to see all the hard work you put in start finally like manifesting and coming to fruition. Feels really fucking good. All right. And then tomorrow I switched this to just like a 4 priority thing. So we have a call at 10:30. So I have to prep for that. I got to write out kind of the talk track for it, kind of just prep for it. That's what I'm doing in the morning. And then second priority is client communication. So we're going to get our launch call scheduled with our client. The first one we signed on, we're going to message him in the morning, show him where we're at. We got probably about a day, maybe 2 days left of fulfillment work, and then we're ready to launch. It's just a little more upfront and kind of heavy intrusive here. And part of this is delayed. We would have been able to do this in 7 days, but our onboarding call was delayed by like a week. I mean, that's part of the reason we're like 2 weeks into the partnership and haven't launched yet. Obviously, we would have wanted to earlier, but we're going to get that all settled, get that launch call scheduled, and then backend automations that ties into like client fulfillment. So I got to just finish the automations for like speed to lead, follow-ups, nurture. That way we're all set up on the back end, and obviously like internal notifications for team and stuff. That way the back end's set up. And then I'm going to get into the second call framework, which is probably going to be tied into the scale potential call. I'm going to at least have to make the calendar for it, because if I see this guy's a good fit, I'm going to schedule that call. So that's going to be important. And like in the talk track, I'm obviously have to frame it too. So that'll be good. I like that it's a phone call. It makes it like so much easier and kind of like less pressure for me. It's like, okay, I don't got to be on camera. I can just call this guy, chop it up. I can read off the script without really caring, right? I could literally have ChatGPT there with me trying to figure out what I need to say. I'm not going to be doing that, obviously, but it's just a little more low pressure. And then you can obviously make that connection, which I think is very beneficial. It's very low commitment connection, right? There's not a lot of pressure involved in it. It's not a sales call, right? So I think it's just a really good way to sell. Shout out to Nate Up Next for putting me on to this, the 2-call close method. And obviously we saw other guys doing it, and then I would say priority number 4 would be just like finishing client fulfillment for this guy. My co-founder, like I said, he should be finishing up the ads tomorrow. And then we just have to kind of tidy up the back end, check the funnel, make sure everything's functioning well, test it up. And then we just got to get into Meta and get these ads launched. So that's pretty much all we got left to do. So yeah. And then the goal for next week, sign at least one new client. This is our conservative goal. Sign one new client. We got 4 calls. We should definitely be able to at least sign one client next week, if not 2, if not 3, if not all 4. Who fucking knows, dude? And then I want to hit 20K this month, bro. How many days we got left in this month? There's 28 days. So we have 20 days left in this month, counting today. So it'd be 19. I don't know if it's possible. We'd have to close 5 clients this month in 2 weeks. It's almost 2.5 weeks. That's definitely doable. I could see that being doable. And we already have 4 calls. So if we close all 4 of these guys, that's 16K right there. Cash collected in a week. And then all we need is one more for the last week of the month. I mean, dude, 20,000 is so possible this month, bro. That'd be so sexy for the boys. That's some life-changing stuff. And that just proves we're on the right track, man. So yeah, those are the goals for this upcoming week. Like I said, very excited to be in this position and being ready to go. I hope you guys are taking inspiration from this and like really enjoying the journey and what I'm actually doing here. I make these every day for myself, but also for you too. You know, I want you to see that this is possible and this is doable. And I want to give you guys value as well throughout this process. I will be having more content coming out. Let me know if you want to see anything else from me other than these day by day videos. And yeah, that is day 15. I appreciate you guys for checking this out. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to follow the journey. If you have any thoughts or any insight that you'd like to share, comment down below. I would love to respond and check things out. Then also feel free to DM me on Instagram if you want to connect. If you're another entrepreneur or agency owner or somebody that wants to start a business, I'd love to connect with you and get in touch. But this is day 15, everybody. Let's have a fucking banger week. It's up from here, boys. Mark my words, we're hitting that 20K this month. We're going to be damn close. I know that for sure. So I'm excited, boys. We'll see you guys for day 16. It could be a really crazy one.